Yo guys, it's Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today we're going to be doing a base tour. This is season 2 of the One Man Hive. This is going to be a settlement season, which means this season's only 30 days long. As such, accounts have been made into separate bases. This is a 2-player plot base, so anybody with one single alt could technically copy this design and have the exact same base. You may even just want to get some inspirations going on. So, first things first, for the first set of deviation containers, I do believe it's like 10 or 12 or something like that. Regardless, for the first set, it was just like the whim deviations. Then we got our storage location A. I'm not going to go through and like show you the names of all the chests and everything. I haven't really organized all my chests yet. They are just kind of removed from the old base design. As you can see here, this is where the player market is actually at for all the alts. I have all the alts of vending machines set up with copper ingots, etc. for 10,000 a piece so that I can donate their money across from the accounts, transfer it between accounts, and you know, if I need EO on one account, I can just send it some money real quick, super duper easy. As you can see here though, we are on the inside here. This is where the new storage area is as well. This is our second little storage area that leads right up to the doors of the crop facility. So let's go ahead and get on into this crop facility right here. And oh my god, I love this thing in glass, guys. So thank you all once again for watching the videos, because we have finally been able to obtain ourselves a glass pack here. And as you can see here, we're gonna go ahead and explain our basic crop facility setup here. It's just a 2x2 with two high walls, a 2x2 roof, and then in the center of the 2x2 your irrigator and your light will go up. I built 4x4s, so there are 4 irrigators and 4 lights. Once again, the center of every 2x2 that there is. There's 4 2x2s in a 4x4. As you can see though, this is what it looks like in here. It looks absolutely amazing. I love going in here. You can view the outside, you can view into the other side of the base, and then on the other side of the base you just get like this lower level area of viewing all the crops. It just looks gorgeous, guys. You gotta look at it. I mean, this base is by far my favorite base so far. I love this base, and I've built bigger bases. I know the last one was 8-player plots, but this is my favorite in terms of designs, hands down. So let's go ahead and cover the first water automated water system we got going on here. This is pretty much all this is going to be used for, is just the generating of water for this facility. So it might be a little overkill. 8 water pumps. 4 of them are being fed into 2 pumps on one side and 4 into 2 on the other side. Then these 2 water pumps, one's being fed to one storage container, one's being fed to the other. We have a total of 4 storage containers, so side A gets the first 2, side B gets the next 3. All the water storage containers are then gravity feeding into the osmosis purifiers here. From the osmosis purifiers, or the large water refiners, whatever they call them now, it is being gravity fed into 1 storage water container, which gravity feeds into 2, which is then pumped up onto the roof, which is then dispersed into the water irrigators for side A. So let's go ahead and get on the side B. As you can see on the right there, that was the first area of the storage container. And now that we're on side B, directly in front of us, you've seen that was our storage. But right here, that is a 10 deviation slot for 10 flame essence frogs. Future video, we will be showing you where to farm all the flame frogs you need in Manabus. As you can see though, the 10 array furnace is a 4 perk, so we've got the maximum perks on the furnace. I wish I could say I rerolled through all the nomadics for the 4 perk furnaces. I did try a couple times, but unfortunately my luck just was not the best. So we had someone else place them down. I am happy with this. This should do more than enough for all of my smelting needs. My only thing is I don't really have like a good setup for the chest, for like a smelting setup like I had on the previous build. As you can see though, 3 perk on the supplies bench. We got the 1 perk on the gear bench. I don't think there's any more. I could be wrong. As you can see here though, this is the other vending machine. This is for alt 6. It is the first account that ever got Sulfur Chemist, so it's like my go-to account to just throw up some quick acid if I'm not trying to run through all of them to make acid on all the accounts. I will be working on getting Sulfur in bulk in the future. Have a couple different ideas for that. Just gonna do a quick rundown of this side's storage, since this is the side with the crafting facilities like the supply bench and the gear bench. This is where you want your materials that are going to be needed on that. So you want to have base chest here. Even if you have so much of it, you have to bulk it up on the other side. That's what the other side's for mainly, is bulk storage. As you can see, there's bulk storage over there. I also have like consumables over there. I think I moved my seed chest over there because, well, you know, side A of the plot facility is over there, so it's still worth doing that. We have synthesis benches all up along the wall. There's a total of 7 synthesis benches in this base. that's what it said the max facilities count was, and I didn't think I was actually like maxed on it. Maybe there's like a max number of function facilities as well. Regardless, I was only able to get 7. I hope I'm gonna build on another base, do just the synthesis benches, and get a ton more for a ton more acid production. As you can see here though, this is where the grocery rooms and the 4 buzzy bees are set up for this side. This side has buzzy bees, the other side does not. Here is our automated water setup, and oh boy, let's get on into this. So all of the water pumps are being gravity fed into these 2 water storage containers. I do believe there's a total of 6 water pumps, 3 per storage container, and then each storage container is separately being transferred into these 2 osmosis purifiers, which then both dump into this water bucket here, which is then being pumped individually, pump by pump. So it means as long as there's 4 stacks of water in there, every single irrigator will be getting constant watering. 4 pumps into the 4 irrigators up top. Automated, hidden, and I have like a little glass door to view it. I think it looks absolutely great. I figured out what was up with the lighting glitching. It just turns out if you place too many lights, your lights will go nuts, which kind of sucks because I really do like it when I get like a lot of lights going on to design an area. So this is my kitchen setup. This isn't like the bulk crafting or anything area here, but it is a good kitchen setup, and it does work for Nalcott Easter eggs, which is actually why I chose this base location. This is where my chef cooks. As you can see there, I love the display I built up there. Now that we finally have the glass pack, I've been starting to work on displays. I'm thinking about doing like a collection display on this base plot area, but we might save the collection for another area. So another thing I'm thinking is for the whole like pin pad thing, I'm thinking you can unlock that in PvE, but you have to place it on your own plot territory. You can't place a pin pad on anybody else's plot. Can't lock them out of their stuff, you know. So I think I'm gonna pin pad this room off. This is my deep freeze area, but it's also all these Rosetta tool crates are gonna be for my trade goods. So we're gonna start by throwing some silver ingots in here. I'm probably gonna make a whole bunch of blueberry soda and just get these filled to the brim with blueberry sodas soon. But aside from that, yeah, that is just how this is going here. We also have 2 deviation storages directly behind us. As you can see here, we have that glass effect wall going on in here as well, so that we can see into that water irrigation setup as well. As you can see here, deviation storage crate, we could store all these Rebecca's. We did just kind of go through and pick up any Rebecca we've seen. I don't really think I'm planning on using that many. I have a few of the cats that have growing pains, and I have 1 silver nutcracker, I do believe, maybe 2. We'll check the other account, and we might also see what's in Eternal Land, but I was thinking I sold all duplicates of the nutcrackers before realizing silver gentleman was important. So yeah, that's pretty much about the tour of this base though, guys. What do you think of it? I really love it, and I want to show you why I am calling this a Nalcott Easter egg base, just after we take a look at this little like balcony viewing area. So once again, I didn't use all glass for my walls. I hate bases that look like that. I don't like it, okay? I like seeing all the prints. I like seeing what you farmed up still being used, especially the farmable prints. What's the point of farming them all up if you're just gonna make everything glass? But aside from that, we're going to go ahead and place an updraft cannon here, and I will mention I have the upgrade where it makes it even higher of a jump height. Kind of wasted here in such a small little area, but I did want to add one of those there just because it makes the transition up to the next area so much smoother. I don't want to be climbing on anything. I just want to jump on there. So as you can see here though, this is the view for the crop facility from here. Once again, the glass really does just complete the base, and it really does complete my crop design. I love seeing the number of crops you have in one little area, and I can't wait to do it on one where I don't have any other facilities going. But right now I want to get every single core facility I may ever need built before, you know, actually worrying about maxing out crop facilities. So as you can see here though, this is why this is the best Nalcott base location ever. As you can see, we are located right here. I think I showed it on the map a second ago. You might have to go back and pause. I do believe we're going to show the map again so you'll see the location. We're inside of Chalk Peak. There's like a lake here, and on the side of it, just in like a little clustered in area, there is just crocodile eggs that'll just consistently reload. You just walk up and down the shore, you can gather 80 crocodile eggs within a matter of like 5 minutes. I'm not even joking you. And this is so nice because it's only 3 of these to make a Nalcott Easter egg. The only other thing you're actually going to need to grow is either saffron or it's not saffron actually. I don't think saffron works. It's coneflower for sure. So we're growing coneflower. I'm going to breed boost up a bunch more of it, start growing coneflower in both of the facilities. I'm going to take a break on the actual contaminated berries and stuff. We are stacking up a couple chests full of contaminated berries for when we do get the brewing barrel setups up. But like I I said, I just wanted to show you this little feature of the base location here. This wonderful, wonderful egg farm, and it doesn't actually seem to run very far on this shore either. Once again, it is directly where my base is at, is the starting point of where you're supposed to go. It's where the whole cluster is like shown on the map that I'm viewing here. But yeah, just a really great area. When I discovered this, I had to build my primary base plot there. And once again, this is my main base. This is where all of my goods are going to be stored. This is going to be where I make my sulfur chemist stuff. This is also where I have 6 super refiners, so I can refine some of my barreled fuel here. It's not going to be the core super refinery setup, of course. And as you can see here, we were actually able to make a total of 17 of these, and we're gonna open these on the main. As I said, I'm growing saffron, but I actually looked at the ingredients list earlier and saffron's not on it, so coneflower is the only thing we're actually growing there that's going to be any good, but we do have a ton of coneflower, so we will be growing a ton of the coneflower up. I had all of the stuff that I made these 17 eggs with just from the previous base design, and they were all almost going bad anyway, so it was an absolute zero waste to make these in the Nalcott Easter eggs. And with this base location, and once again, let's go ahead and cover something real quick. So we're going to talk about the One Man Hive Season 2 again. So as you can see here, we have this 2-man base here. Then we have another 2-man that's not been moved yet. It's just going to be moved anywhere in the Red Sands area. We can find a place to put 2 plots down that's collecting oil. Then we have a 4-man that's going to be built in this pollution zone up here. We actually went here and we found the spot to where we were able to get 4 bases, and one of them is halfway in the pollution area, halfway out. So we're going to build like a safe house area in the pollution base, so we can go to it, store all our stuff there, and be safe, and then only have to go into the hopefully defended off safe area of where the Stardust mining pumps are. We will have to be crafting all kinds of things, but once we're actually crafting things like the veil and things like that, should have no problem in the pollution zones. Like I said, tons of huge updates have came to the pollution zone. I don't know if I'm finishing that yet, honestly, but pollution zones got a complete overhaul. There are enemies in there that are very infuriating. Some people are mad about this update. It's only because there's new stuff to learn, and like, to some degree, there is a grind, but if you have Stardust mining platforms, there's absolutely zero grind, and if you saved up on these chests that you got from the wish box, you should also have, you know, 10 or 20,000 Stardust source. I have 9,000 just chilling on my character right now. But, as you can see here, we opened up these Nalcott Easter eggs, and we've gotten black fell extraction permits, we've gotten mods, those are all low level. Plenty of the Staroids, so if you're in the Prime Wars, this could be a very good way of getting the Staroids. Also, I'm seeing platinum crystals. I've seen an electronic part, so if I'm able to make like a few hundred of these, it'd be interesting to see how much like electronic parts. And gunpowder, detoxidants, seems like it's very good for detoxidants. Some of this ammo is worthless. Energy links, and you get it. But I'm out. See yous. Keep it beast mode.